Good evening. It was so exciting. The weather's getting warm, seeing all those spring sports starting. So just wanted to back up to some of the winter sports, because the last time we were together, we had several students heading to athletic competitions, to state athletic competitions. So I wanted to update you on some of their noteworthy achievements. We had boys wrestling. Austin Perez finished third place in state at 144 pounds. And Jake Seebeck finished fourth in state at 113 pounds at the individual wrestling tournament. And we had a girl wrestler, Isabel Peralta, finished sixth place in state at 190 pounds in the individual wrestling tournament as well. We had some other activity results at the state level. Our EPA had an amazing showing at state, with Jocelyn Esparza becoming a state champion in two different areas, both advanced word processing and advanced office systems. Alina Smith, Maria Carrillo, and Monica Venasio also earned top 10 in the state in their respective competitions. We had members of our Proud program with our Destiny Bengals hosted an Olympics last week. That was a great event where the Destiny students showcased their athletic abilities, supported by our Proud students. Our Interact Club and Rotary Interact hosted a talent show and pancake breakfast 2 weekends ago. Our anatomy class recently had a unique experience. They were able to watch a live feed. They all got together and watched a live feed of an open heart surgery demonstration. And then they ate lunch. I'm not sure how they were able to do all that, but that's why they're in anatomy and I'm not. We hosted our annual prom fashion show, had 30 of our seniors dressed up in their prom outfits to sort of showcase different things and different, they do some different activities. It's a lot of fun. The kids put on skits. And we also hosted Turnabout along with the Spirit Week. As Dr. Secor mentioned, we had the 228 Keith Anderson Fine Arts Festival, and we had two of our seniors win. Tis the season, the seniors are starting to, they've been applying, so they're starting to hear some really good news with scholarships. We had Jack Ryan Morris and Rhiannon Bremen both win the Eleanor Ferraro, and then we do have 4 students that will be recognized on Thursday night with the Edmund Scholarship: Andrea Kuzar, Tanya Weissman, Jenna Muhammad, and Monica Venasio. So that's the good news from Oak Forest High School.
Good evening on behalf of the Titans. Busy season. We just had our senior class meeting today, a little bit earlier than normal, but just to think that their seniors have about 5 weeks left is slightly scary to all of us. But on the NHS front, they're hosting a shoe drive, and all the shoes will go help with children with congenital heart disease. So if anybody has some old shoes laying around that they would like to donate to our NHS program, we will happily take them off your feet. St. Baldrick's at Tinley Park High School is back, and we haven't had it in a number of years, but we're excited to bring back this very popular event. We're actually having it in honor of one of our parents who sadly lost her battle with cancer just less than 2 weeks ago. And her daughter is a great student and athlete at Tinley Park High School, and so we'll be dedicating the St. Baldrick's event in her name. That's going to be held on Friday, so there'll be a lot of green and a lot of head shaving going on at Tinley Park High School on Friday. Please feel free to stop by. Our band still continues to rack up the accolades. They did perform in the Village of Tinley Park Irish Parade. The last estimate that there were 52,000 people at the Tinley Park Irish Parade. We're rivaling right up there with the Southside Irish Parade. Southside kind of got snowed out this year, so I think we did much better than them this time around. But our band took first place in the performance categories for the Tinley Park Irish Parade. We had our minibuses adorned with a happy retirement to Mr. Aiello, seeing that it will be his last parade as the band director at Tinley Park High School. I wish I could share with you how many times people yelled from the crowd as we were walking down Oak Park Avenue, just giving shout outs to Mr. A as we went along. So it was a very fitting last parade for Mr. Aiello. They also took second place in the Rolling Meadows Jazz Festival. our new band director, who is a graduate of Tinley Park High School and who is looking forward to getting started. And finally, on the track front, our girls track team took third place in state last year, and they are off and running. I'm filled with puns tonight. Not on purpose either. They are off and running where our Gabby Graham is ranked first in the state as we sit right now. Kayla Forrest is ranked fourth, and Akira Wilder is ranked fifth. We're expecting great things out of girls track, so keep your eyes open and come out and see them out on the track.
Evening, everyone. Some news from Hillcrest High School. First, we held our Black History Month assembly at the end of February. It was a very good event. We had our dance team and band, and we had a few alums come back and speak on their experience as a student and what they've experienced since then. We had some staff speak, we had some spoken word poetry, and we had a contest kind of like the Masked Singer at the end. That was the point where Dr. Sikora was there, and I said, you might want to go now, because I had heard the auditioning for the Masked Singer beforehand, and it was like a cappella in the main office, and I didn't think it was going to go very well. I was wrong, though. It went very well. It's very nice when you can mix the music and the music a little bit louder than the microphone and all that, but the students did a great job, and actually one of our police officers ended up winning the contest as a result. None of the students knew who he was, but it was a great event. Last Friday, the Hillcrest Hawks won the second of two Battle of the Books competitions at Tinley Park High School. Great event. Dr. Sikora was the MC and read the questions, and the Hawks prevailed. They did a great job. They were very proud of their efforts. Key Club recently had a Shamrock fundraiser, raised almost $500 for muscular dystrophy. We have two events coming up in April. One is on April 4th called Hoops and Heroes. It'll be from 6 to 8 o'clock. It's going to feature like basketball themed competitions, some activities, games, and some opportunities to connect with some of our first responders in the community. And they're also going to be doing a fundraiser for Project Fire Buddies. Those of you that don't know much about Project Fire Buddies, it's actually blown up like within the last 10 years. It started in Oak Forest though. Kurt DeGroot is he had some students who were at Oak Forest, some kids who went through Oak Forest, and he started it because there was a young man who was sick. He wasn't quite in high school yet, and wanted to be a football player. And so we donated some football equipment for him, and that's sort of where the idea started. And I believe it's in 20 different communities now, something like that, statewide. So we'll be raising some money for that. And then on April 5th, due to the success last year, Congresswoman Robin Kelly is going to be hosting her Youth Opportunities Fair on April 5th from 11 to 2. It's for any students that are looking for summer jobs, internships, chance to get involved in their community, those types of things. We had a young man, Jonathan Guyton, last year, who got connected with Country Club Hills and has been working whenever he's in town from college. He was one of our scholars. What's the golf scholarship? Evans. I'm sorry, I forgot that. Yeah, well, he was a Chick Evans scholar, and he's been working with them ever since. And now, because of the success of that from last year's fair, now they're seeking more Hillcrest students. So I think it's sort of a grassroots type of thing that's been growing. So real good opportunities for the students. On the athletic front, Deja Johnson, one of our basketball players, was named SSC Blue Player of the Year, and boys basketball won the regional championship back on February 28th versus Creek Monique. They ended up winning 56-54 in a thriller. It was a last-minute free throw, a couple of free throws that won them the championship. And then the last thing, I don't know if anybody caught it, it's still on their website, but our basketball and volleyball announcer, Rudy Maybell, recently had a really nice segment that was done, and it was featured on WGN. At one point when I was teaching and coaching, I was the voice of Hillcrest. I did basketball and football games. Rudy Maybell was way better than anything I've ever done on the microphone. And some people noticed, and put a segment together about what he does at Hillcrest and the enthusiasm that he brings and sort of get the crowd going and things like that. It's really nice, so if you have a chance, check that out. Thanks.
Good evening from the Bremen Braves. I'm going to reintroduce our mariachi band. So we spotlighted them as you guys came in, as a warm welcome. They are going to highlight a song. They're going to feature a song for us right now, and then Maya is going to share a little bit just about how they got started and what they're up to. So please, round of applause for Bravo, the Bremen people.
Hello, my name is Maya Contreras. The group you see in front of you is Bremen's very first mariachi band, the Bravos de Bremetitlan, which roughly translates to the Braves from Bremen. We meet every Tuesday after school, so how did we start? Well, after our marching band rehearsal at the beginning of the year, a few of us and our parents approached Mr. Salgado and asked him if we could start a mariachi band at Bremen. To our surprise, he immediately said yes and asked what day we would like to meet. We began with 4 members, and now we have 6. Kevin, Eileen, Jose, and I are in the Bremen band, but Ivan and Emiliano are not. We have performed at Bremen's music department concerts as well as the Necali Showcase, which was hosted here at Bremen. We hope to add more members next year and hope to find a way to acquire more authentic mariachi instruments and uniforms. We've really enjoyed playing this music together this year, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. The final song we'll play for you tonight is Siempre No. Thank you.
beforehand because hearing them from when they started, and obviously thank you to Mr. Salgado who makes things happen for our kids. They were very passionate about a small group, and he doesn't say no, so he's got lots of different subgroups of the band playing in different capacities. But to hear how amazing they sound today, how much progress they've made, and they're putting in the time, so it's really incredible, and we're very proud of them. Second piece for tonight, I want to introduce Renee Mack, who is going to present a little bit about the Cook County Department of Public Health Community Health Workers Program. We've got some amazing students here. We also want to thank Mr. Vivian, who's joined us tonight. Mr. Vivian is one of our honors anatomy teachers here at Bremen. And what happens a lot of times here is we're presented with an opportunity. We're presented with an opportunity. Miss Mack kind of gets a little bit of information, and Exandria, come join us please, gets information and gets a lead on a potential opportunity for our students. And Miss Mack then shared it, working with Exandria, who's going to take over and present. Mr. Viv promoted it to his students, right? We had the right niche of kids that were interested in jobs in the health professions, and it's been an amazing partnership that I'm going to let the ladies kind of share a bit more on.
Thank you. So you see the students in front of you, they're going to speak after Exandria does her little presentation, but they are wearing t-shirts that they wore when they represented the community health workers, because they are certified community health workers already for the diversity health fair that we had at Bremen High School. So they were workers that day. And I'd like to introduce the Associate Director of Cook County Department of Public Health, Exandria Harris. Hi, everyone.
Renee, is the
You're
power
good.
button up?
Okay.
Where at? Let's try.
Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, there's a power button, Matt.
Hopefully, I'm a little tall, so, okay, I might have to scoot down a little bit. But good evening, everyone, and I'm so happy to join you today. My name is Sandra Nicky. I'm the Associate Program Director at the Cook County Department of Public Health. And I'm so excited about this high school pipeline, and most grateful to Renee and team to be our pilot school. We reached out to a few schools within the Southland, but Renee was responsive, and when I say hit the ground running and helped us to build this together. So I do want to give you a little background on just Cook County Department of Public Health. We're part of the larger,
That works for me.
So we are a part of the larger enterprise, as you can see here, which consists of the Cook County Board President and the Board of Commissioners, Cook County Health Board of Directors, and then we're under, so it's Cook County Department of Public Health. Cook County Health is a lot of Cook County, and then County Care. So specifically about Cook County Department of Public Health, what sets us apart from Cook County Health, we service suburban Cook County. So we're a nationally accredited, state certified local health department, and we service about 2.3 million residents of Cook County and 127 Cook County suburbs. What we do a lot. This slide actually does not showcase everything that we do, but this is just some of what we do, and especially we were highlighted during the pandemic. If you had never heard of public health, I'm sure through the pandemic you were probably sick of hearing of public health, but no, it was our job and our duty to keep our residents safe, and that's exactly what we did. Okay, so the community health worker for COVID response and resilient communities, you'll hear me reference it as CCR funding. So this funding was actually available through the CDC, the Center for Disease Control. So we had some primary focus before I got students. With being honest, this was my baby, and I wanted to give access to students specifically. I'm actually a product of a pipeline program, so I knew that this was an opportunity to create, a public health workforce that looks like the communities As you see here, we wanted to grow the CHW workforce, so what we set out to do is increase the number of CHWs, community health workers, working in our priority communities, and specifically what priority communities are. They're some of our communities that need, more resources. They have a lot of just marginalized communities, so we wanted to make sure that we brought CHWs in from those specific communities. We wanted to also strengthen organizations, so we have community-based organizations that we, the county, wanted to leverage our funds to hire CHWs, train them, and make sure that we created like a sustainable workforce as well. We also wanted to enhance the skills of CHWs. So by providing these trainings, we work with a number of training partners from South Suburban College, SUPE, which is the Sinai Urban Health Institute, and then also UIC. So UIC as well. And then, last but not least, we wanted to build a pipeline, introducing high school students to CHW, to our CHW program, but also creating early pathways into public health and careers in allied health. And just overall, our objective was to create a sustainable CHW workforce that advances health equity across all of suburban Cook County. Okay, so the CHW High School Pipeline Program, what it is. So what is the CHW? I remember coming out to the students, they actually made me a little nervous. But I came out and what a bright group of young adults technically, but such a bright group. They had very great questions. What is a CHW? Or how much money does a CHW make? What are the qualifications to be a CHW? And that's exactly the questions that we were so happy to ask. So CHWs are trusted frontline workers, public health workers with deep community ties. It's important to the deep community ties, especially as you dive into healthcare. Deep community ties, they have, when you have these community ties, that's trust. When we were, communities were hesitant to take the vaccine, we leveraged our community health workers to not only help us, to vaccinate communities, but in a number of other ways. We also wanted to bridge healthcare systems. Also community health workers work to bridge healthcare systems and communities to improve health outcomes, and most importantly, to provide education, advocacy, and support for underserved populations. Pathways to public health careers, these are entry-level roles. As you know, the high school students, they're already certified. They spent their Christmas break getting certified, completing all of their coursework. I was so proud of these young ladies, they literally made sure to just get all of their coursework in before winter break. So these are entry-level roles with opportunities for growth in public health, social work, and healthcare. Also to develop skills in public health, education, outreach, and patient advocacy, which could also lead to careers, and that's what we want to do. We want to help shape the minds of these young students in epidemiology, program management, and policy and development. I did want to just dive into what a CHW job looks like. So the median salary, and again, all of these girls, they're already certified. have 8 out of the 12. Most of them are here today to complete a summer field placement internship with the Cook County Department of Public Health. What you see here on these photos are us presenting them with their certifications, and then they've also tabled some health fairs where they not only provided some basic education with some of our campaigns around tobacco or child maternal health. Recently at the school, so they passed out information, and currently we're working to kind of understand what our summer program will look like. So initially, and this is a paid internship, we're making sure that we're equitable. We know that a number of the students might work, and we want to make sure that we're paying them, but also giving them experiences and just skills and tools. I know we had some preliminary discussions around what this internship would look like. We've taken some of their areas of focus into consideration. I know Ava wants to eventually become a nurse, and we're thinking of placing her with our nursing department for our child maternal health. We have some students interested in research, so we might place them with our epidemiology unit. It's giving me just such a great experience, and most importantly, an opportunity to introduce
My name is Yasin Martinez, and in the future, I want to become a cardiologist. And on top of all of the new information that this program has offered me, it has also offered me many opportunities by having like my community health worker and my dual enrollment in the South Burden classes. For example, recently I got accepted into the Hispanic Scholarship Fund Youth Leadership Institute, and I'm not sure if you guys know what it is, which it's said to be competitive, and I like to accredit that acceptance towards this program, and I can't wait for more opportunities to come by being involved. Hi, my name is Allison, and I'm interested in nursing. I'm very grateful for this opportunity to have been a part of this program. It has taught me what public health really is and all the types of diseases that are out there.
I just want to say a final thank you to Alexandria Hare and Cook County Department of Public Health, because she really undersold what she's done. Besides the money, she's put in her own personal time and effort, and it's really her passion to help our students. So thank you again for that. All right, we're going to go ahead and take a picture outside, okay? All right. Unless anybody has any questions, I'm sorry. Are we good? We're good? All right, thank you, everybody.
All right, moving on to our FOIA request.
Since the last regular board meeting, we received the
All right, I'll grab
following
my
Freedom of
phone.
Information Act requests. Abbas Khan, Novo AI Solutions submitted commercial records request seeking details of purchases from the record keeping system for a given period. This data can be quickly exported in a purchase order or vendor history report to the accounting system by the finance team. Vendor number and ID, vendor name, identifier of each purpose, of each purchase, such as purchase order, number, alternatively, an invoice and check number, purchase date, line item details or descriptions of each purchase, line item quantity, and line item price. This request has been completed. Michael Rose, Allium Data, requested copies of current property and casualty insurance policies, including premium or summary document that includes coverage, carrier, limits, deductibles, and premium. This request has been completed. Cheryl Brown, LRB Express Incorporated, requested information on all vendors providing transportation services, including the company names, number of vehicles used, their associated rates, and a copy of their request for proposals for transportation vendors if such form exists. This request has been completed. Michael Smith requested video footage, again, from Antoine Russell at Tinley Park High School, December 13, 2022, an altercation between himself and the officials. He asked if we could place it on a flash drive, which we did so. This request has been completed. Sherry Reed, Smart Procure, requested general purchasing records from 10/4/2024 to the current request date of 3/11/2025 as previously requested. This request has been completed. And finally, Palau Love, First Impression, requested all lease, purchase, meter rental, maintenance agreements for mailing equipment such as postage meters, shipping and tracking software, folder inserters, folding system, address printers, tabbers, addressing software, outsourcing invoices. This request has been